Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light. Many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if you've been with me for a while, hey, give a girl a shout out. I would love the chance to get to hear from you again. And if you feel like the videos just give you a good vibe, just uplifted, something that you truly needed for the day, give a thumbs up and share. It would be greatly appreciated. Sending so much love and light, upliftment, that all that you truly need to keep on, towards your path of purpose, to keep you, in higher vibe energy, send that towards you a million times fold. And anybody coming in with negative vibes, trying to stalk, do anything you can to do with nefarious vibes or whatever, it's all going to be sent towards you, a million times fold. And the video I'm doing today is called Your Footprint Creates a Massive Imprint. Never feel that your existence doesn't matter. A lot of us, we go through things day by day, hours, minutes, whatever, where we don't realize that we're moving in fear, allowing our worries to really consume us, and going through these different things in life, it can make you question your worth. It'll make you question love for yourself, love that you may not receive from other people. A lot of times it's just like the devil wants you to stay in low vibrations. He wants you to stay angry. He wants you to be vengeful, or resentment or regret. And these are those different times where, we really have to put our foot down on our egos, just really kill that mess off, kill the noise. It would be those different things where, God will put a fire up under your butt and you can be like, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that, I'm tired of this. And it'll be at those points where we have to really allow ourselves, we have that choice to move how we choose to move. Everything that we go through, it is a place for us to be able to grow. And a lot of times it don't feel like that when we're going through what we're going through. And different things that's taking place. If you've been with me for a while, you've heard a lot of different things that I spoke on, a lot of situations that I've been in, to where if it needs to be vocal, to be able to help other people, I will, do that in a heartbeat, but I try to be as most transparent as possible, being able to speak on different things. And it had to be at that turning point on how I be selective about the different things that I talk about, because if you're healing, you don't want to keep talking about all the different things that people are doing, but just learning. A lot of times when you're going through different things, and you really see things for what they truly are, not looking at it through anger or looking at it through regret, any of those things that are low vibrational. It'll be at that point where we have to be our own cheerleader at times. We've been put on this earth to make a change, and for us to be able to make a change, we have to go through some very ferocious situations. And these are the different times where we have to understand, it's just like, if I'm going through this, why do I have to constantly go through different things in my life? Why does things always have to be so hard all the time? Why, I'm there for other people and they're not there for me? And those are the different times where, we had to be able to go through that. When you are manifesting a whole new, brand new you, anything that doesn't vibe with that or is attracted, anything that will place resistance on that is going to fall the heck off. And I had to be able to, learn that stuff in a heavy sense. And a lot of times the only way we're going to be able to figure that out is through the hardships that we go through. And a lot of times when we go through different things, that massive depression, oh my gosh, what they call that? I forgot what they call that, what kind of depression that is, but it's, the heavy depression. I can't remember what it's called, but you go through those different things, and it'll make you breathe in and breathe out doubt in your whole life. It'll make you really question your existence. But anything that you can live through the next day and the day after that and the day after that is giving you that chance to be able to start all over. And you don't realize how many different times you have gone through different things, how many things you didn't even know if you were going to overcome, in some kind of way you did. It could be giving you that chance to be able to help other people that may be in that vibration of being stagnant in their own sorrow or in their own pain. And just being able to help you grow from all those different things that's taking place into your life and being grateful for it. And a lot of times it's hard for us to be very grateful when we're pushing out so much positivity and all it is mishaps. And that's where the devil wants us to be able to feel like, we're being punished. God doesn't love us. God doesn't hear us. He's sitting around here letting things that happen like that. And it's like, no, these different things are taking place into your life to really show you who you truly are. If you have that light, you have that potential. These are the different ways we're going to find that out. I just uploaded a video talking about slaying the dragon. They got consumed by the fire. A lot of times you have to be fired up to where you're going to be able to push your stuff out and just being able to say, I'm not going to allow myself to keep focusing on the past. The past is what changed me. Let me stay in my presence, and a lot of times it's hard to do that when you got so much hardship you're dealing with. And these are those different things like, you have to remind yourself, and I have to do it myself. So I ain't preaching to the choir now. It was like, shoot, being able to say that, the different things that we go through makes us. It can either break us or it can make us. It's just our choice on when we choose to do that. Are we going to allow the different things that are out of our control consume us by our day-to-day basis? Or are we going to allow that to be that fuel to be able to imprint in some kind of beautiful way into our lives, to be able to say, I'm not going to allow these things to beat me. I'm not going to allow the different things that are out of my control to really, just consume me in those different ways. But I'm allowing myself to grow from them, learn the lessons that I need to allow myself to learn, so I don't keep myself in a repetitive loop. Be in those different things. So it's always telling you never question your existence on the reason why you go through the things you go through. This is where your power really comes from, when you have only yourself and yourself to support you. Being that person that takes you towards that next level, to where you have to be at that vibe where a lot of times when we have to do things by ourselves, I have to be that person where I never want somebody to feel like, oh, I wouldn't have got there if it wasn't for them. And it'll be at that point, I didn't get to where I got to. It was with God. He gave me that chance to be able to use my platform to be able to tell the different things that I go through, and different things that I struggled with, different things that I had issues with, and I had to allow myself to use that as fuel to keep moving. Not giving up on myself, not giving up on the different things that I worked so hard for. You never know where your blessings lies at, and your blessings are within everything. The way that you allowed yourself to stop surviving and live, and stop being existence instead of experiencing. You experience life through heartaches, through pain, through deception, through major setbacks, through failures. And this is how we grow, everyday basis. But it had to be at that point where we have to choose it. And a lot of times, we have to be in that mode where you get angry sometimes. You don't allow yourself to suppress it. Allow yourself to be angry if you need to be angry for that moment. Don't deflect on everybody, but just allow yourself to say, I'm in my feelings right now. Different things ain't working out the way I thought it was, but that don't mean it won't. And a lot of times we have to be able to dust it off, and jump back up again, and you get tired of that when you have to constantly keep going over and over and over again. But a lot of times we have to go through that to learn the lessons on why we have to keep starting over again, knowing your power, knowing only thing that can stop you from getting to where you need to be is within you. Allowing yourself to appreciate everything that's been taught to you through different situations. That's the blessing. When you learn those different things, learn from the mistakes you go through, understanding why you had to go through it in the first place, and it will be just those different times where a lot of times we feel like we're alone, and we're not alone. It's just a lot of times where it will be different things that will fall out of your life where you had to be able to go through that, because it's like when you're going towards next level, different things take place out of our life where people fall out of our lives. Everything got an expiration date to it. And if it's not on that same vibe with us, or, universe or God feel like this is the situation is going to hold me back, he's going to switch those different things. Or if these are going to be the certain people that are going to be in your life that's holding you back, they're going to, take those people out of your life. Or it'll be that different mindset. He'll put you in a situation where it's going to force you to change that mindset. It'll be different things, where people can just live like that and be like that, and it'd be okay. But you were chosen to be that one that was chosen to be able to create change within your life, to help people be able to create change in their life. And that's how you're imprinting. And, it remind me of that song by Beyonce talking about I was here. You want to be able to change the world, but first, for us to be able to change the world, we got to be able to change ourselves, change how we look at other people, not placing judgment on people. It's easy for us to, tell people they got to do this, they got to do that, and then when it comes to our own life, we get clueless and stuff like that. We can always give other people advice and be stuck like Chuck when it comes to our own, but this is how we learn every single day. If I didn't go through this, if I didn't have people leave out my life, how would I know to support myself? We weren't born in this world like that unless you were a twin or a triplet or something like that. You weren't born in this world like that with people. You ain't gonna leave this world like that. But it has to be at that point, it reminds me of how I used to work at retirement homes. There'll be different people that, they live their life to the fullest, and and that used to inspire me a lot. How they tell, they just start knocking off their bucket list because they never wanted to live and regret on when they get to that old and golden age, to where they didn't allow themselves to move in life and experience life in those ways. And then when it gets to that point where you ain't able to be moved, you can't move like you used to, think like you used to, and speak like you used to, because it's like the way you leave this earth, if you blessed to be able to live a ripe age towards that point where you're 100 years old, 90 years old, you're basically you're leaving in like you came in. You're seeing things from a different experience. You're looking at stuff differently and stuff like that. And just being able to, you want to be able to live in growth, and for us to be able to do that, a lot of times we got to go through hardship. And it had to be at that point. A lot of times it takes for us to have that fire put up under our butt where stuff is just going haywire, especially when change needs to take place and stuff start hitting hard. And it'll be at that point where this is where universe and God stepping in, and your ancestors applying pressure like crazy, and to be able to do that because it's like we see the potential in you. And for us to be able to see the potential in you, a lot of times we're going to place these setbacks into your life till you realize who you are, until you understand the strength that you carry, that you choose to ignore because we're still focused on things that is not important, that's not relevant, And for us to be able to do that, we had to be able to go through these hardships in life. And a lot of times those hardships that life can be manic depressing. That's the word, manic depressive. You're going through stuff like that where you can be very manic with yourself, and it's just like we complain, we do this, we see it everything from a negative viewpoint instead of saying maybe I had to get away from certain situations because this was going to be that setback, because it would be just those situations where God will take you out of that situation for that situation take you out. And a lot of times we don't see it as that, and it'll be at that point where you really had to be able to see, it's easy for us to sit up here and see everything from a negative standpoint. I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. Be in that poverty mindset, that's what they call it, to where we're always focusing on what we're lacking, and it'll be at that point where, okay, what's good coming out of this situation, even when you're going through some kind of messed up situation, what kind of good can you bring out of that, and it'll be, I don't know all y'all's situation, I just know mine, and just being able to see what kind of positive that I can bring out of it, because I got so many different heavy things that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it's just like when I summed it down for all the stuff that I'm going through, it's really wanting me to recognize my power within myself, knowing no matter what people do, no matter what people say, I can pull myself out of anything if I allow myself to do that. And they always tell you, your enemies can't, destroy you. They only can distract you. And that's a lot of times when they're being pulled into your life to be able to do that. But these are the right lessons that they're teaching you through the hardship that many people try to place you in. And these are those different times where, and I say it a lot, I have to appreciate all what my enemies have taught me within my own life. It helped me, it teach me so much about them, the surroundings, but it taught me most importantly, it taught me about myself. And those are the different things that I can be very grateful for, because it's like with my situation, it really made me woman up. I want to say man up, but I ain't no man. But, it made me really woman up, power up my own self, and just being able to say, I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave an imprint to where even if it was one person I helped out, or even two people that can resonate with what I'm going through, what I speak on, just to be able to help. I know I did my part, and being able to do that, we all go through a lot of hardship into our lives. There's a lot of different things that we don't speak on. There's a lot of battles that we face, and we tell everybody we're fine. You know, a lot of times when people are doing different things to you, you may be, you know, going through different things behind closed doors, but a lot of people feel like what you go through is easy, and it's just not. Or you make struggle look beautiful. You know, and it'll be like, I'll be hearing that, be like, you make struggle look beautiful. And it's just like, man, you just don't know what somebody's going through. You just really don't. Because people will tell me, girl, you strong as hell. It'll be different times. I'm like, man, I have my weak moments too. My daggone Power Girl, you know, Power Girl, you know, armor come off a lot. You know, but I put that mess back on. You know, dust myself off, saying, okay, you know, I can start my day by being positive. I can start my day being negative. I can start my day being grateful for what I have. Or I can start my day always talking about what I'm lacking. You know, but it's all about the choices I choose to make. You know, and what choices you make carry heavy consequences. You have to be able to do that. You know, and there'll be at times where I can really be hating God at one time. You know, universe too at the same time. But then it's just like, girl, get out your feelings. You know, it could be a lot worse. I'm like, shit, I mean, worse. But it would be just like, nah. Look at all the good things that you're putting in life. Look at all the different things that's taking place into your life where you're going to have to get aggressive with yourself. You imprinting in a way to where you don't even want to question your existence. You here for a purpose. You still living and breathing for a purpose. Even when it just feel like you just want to die for a little while, or you want to die a lot, you know. But it'll be at those different times where you needed something to light you up, get you angry to where you say, I'm tired. You know, and when you get tired, it's like, okay, you tired. You know, you got that higher self saying, yeah, you tired. So what you gonna do about it? Be amping you up, but not amping you up to make you want to do something stupid, but make you want to do something beautiful. You know, you tired of living the way you living, tired of looking the way you living, speaking like you speaking. What can you do about it? You know, what kind of mindset can you create for yourself? You know, because only you is stopping you. Ain't nothing else. And I don't give a daggone what people do out here on the street. Only you stopping you. And that means you can create an imprint that's so beautiful within itself that you can tell somebody no matter what you go through, you can get through it. It may be hard. It may be long. You may have to have a couple of setbacks. You're going to have some heavy failures. But when you allow yourself to get right back up again and say, okay, it is what it is. You know, yesterday was yesterday. Let me leave yesterday. What's important is what I can do about it today. When you living through your truth, that becomes hard because a lot of mass, you be making things fall the heck off and make it really true the way it is. And that can be very scary for a lot of situations because you're allowing yourself to move through truth. You're allowing yourself to be non-existent and existing, but allowing yourself to experience life on how you choose to make it. And, you know, a lot of times it's hard to really do that when you got so many different things that's on your plate that's trying to destroy you, trying to hold you back. And it'll be those are the different things where we have to see that's just a mist of illusion. That's just distraction. You know, if God promised you these different things, universe is trying to make stuff happen for you. You know, ancestors and all them applying pressure into your life. They're going to put them setbacks in there. They're going to put them, you know, to start destroying everything. They're going to start taking people out your life because it's just like, we trying to put that fire up under your butt for you to be able to move, because we know you got that vibe to be able to do it. You just have to be able to do it. And if we make you do it, it's gonna be some mess, you know. And it'll be some mess that you know you'll understand when you get to that point where I'm talking about. You'll understand these are the different things that's happening because they know, they see that fire into you. They see that, you know, you hold a spirit of a wolf or an owl or a tiger or a bear. You hold all these different things. You done gone through so many different things into your life. It's a miracle that you got through it, because a lot of people wouldn't have been able to go through the stuff that you go through. A lot of people wouldn't have been able to hit the pinnacles that you reach in, even when you down to your last dollar trying to figure out where it's coming from, or even if your family done left you behind, or different people done turn their back on you, you were still here. You know, and a lot of times we don't even realize. Sometimes we can hold a pity party for ourselves, like everybody left me, or, you know, different things. You know, I mean, I've been there. You know, I really been there, but it's just like I got me. You know, regardless if nobody else got me, I got me. You know, being able to say I forgive, I let go. I ain't gonna forget. You know, but I forgive, I let go. A lot of times you gotta love people from a distance. A lot of times you have to be able to tell people, you know, it was fun while it lasted. Now I gotta move on. you know, or different things where you just gonna have to say, hey, this is something that's holding me back, and I'm not gonna allow nothing or no one to hold me back. I'm not even gonna allow my own self to hold me back. If I gotta put a pause for the cause, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but I'm jump right back off. People think, oh, they sleeping on themselves, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'm woke. You know, I'm woke. I'm just powering up. I'm just woke. But you have to be able to go through these different things in life where it really teaches you through your hardship. They never want you to question your existence on why you're still here. You know, you can go through depression. You can go through, you know, these personality disorders, all these different things that's going on in life, to where something drastic had to happen to you to be able to show you, you know, not to survive, you know, but just live. You know, grow through the different things you're growing through, because it'll be just like those things. If God make you go through it, He gonna make you get through it. You know, He gonna bring you to it, whatever you're going through. You know, there's so many different things that go off in life where, you know, they'll tell you, you know, even though I feel like it don't change how you feel, but you know how they say that saying, there's somebody who's praying for the stuff you stressing out about right now. There's somebody in there in the hospital, you know, praying, you know, just to be able to take another breath where they're struggling. And we're sitting up here taking things for granted that these different people in their life, you know, wish we had. You know, I used to hear that. I'm like, but yeah, they ain't going to change what I'm going through. But it'll be at that point, you know, you don't realize how blessed you are. You know, a lot of times I'm giving side out like, what the hell ever, you know, but you don't know how blessed you really are. You know, we don't know what God has protected us from. We don't know what our spirit guides and our ancestors and archangels protected us from. Because if you already know you're that chosen one, you're the anointed one, trust me, there have been a lot of things that was trying to take you out. A lot of things that was trying to take you out. Because see, you would be that one that would change the whole rule of the game. You were that game changer. You're the plot twist and the twistee. Okay, you the one who flipped the script. You ain't the one that turned tables. You the one who flipped them tables over. Just because the energy you have, and for us to be able to do that, we're going to go through the worst of the worst and being able to show and prove ourselves, not to nobody else, because trust me, you're going to be shining regardless of who's watching you. They're going to have to watch you shine, because of the different things that people placed on you. You don't know. Those are the different things that's going to make you. It's going to build you. You had to be able to go through those different things, because it really had to show you who you truly are through every circumstance you are. You're going to overcome everything. If it's meant for that to happen, it happened for a reason. And we have to be able to allow ourselves to know you're going to overcome anything that is taking place into your life. It just may be hard to do it, but then you're going to find some kind of clarity in the midst of that storm. You become your own storm. You know, that's why they say, why do you think people are so strong? And a lot of times we don't realize how strong we are. We don't give us our own selves the credit we deserve. Why do you think they name, you know, all these you know, these natural disasters off of people? Okay. It was like a couple of months ago, you know, it's like, why God put me in a storm, create my own storm, and next thing you know, I see a hurricane Roslynn coming around, and I'm just like, what the hell? I wasn't trying to wish that on nobody, but that was just the point they were trying to show me, you know. And that's not poking fun at nobody who had to go through these different hurricanes and earthquakes and stuff like that. That's not even what I'm trying to say, but it's just at that point, why do you think they got Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Irma? All these different things is named after people, because you don't realize how much change of a massive reset that we can be able to do just by the change of our actions, just by the change of how we love situations, how we forgive, how we allow ourselves to stay calm even during different times that we should be enraged. You know, these different things is taking place for a reason. So never question your existence. I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Much love to you. Thank you so much for the love and support. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. I'm going to do a couple of cards. I usually have them right now, but I'm not doing that today. I forgot to do it on my last video. I'm going to go ahead and pick out a few cards. Pick 1 through 7, whatever number it is. That's the thing that you have to be focused on for today, or even the week. Okay. Body care, you know, be healthy, you know, work out, you know, dance around, do what you need to do, you know, choose to be, you know, take care of your body, you know, that's your vessel. Enchantment. You know, allow yourself to see the magic in everything. You know, a lot of times it's hard to be able to do that with the harsh circumstances you're in, but this is showing you something within yourself that, you know, you may not have been able to see before. A lot of times it takes the harsh circumstances for us to be able to see what we're truly made of. Ideas and inspiration. Isn't that inspiration? Yeah, ideas and inspirations. There will be different things that's coming to you right now where you may be getting a lot of different downloads, different things that want you to be able to, you know, write your ideas down. You know, different things where, you know, there are certain things that you want to be able to do. Is like write them down and then break them down on how you're going to be able to make them goals happen. And they say they'll work with you. Meditation, you know, I'm doing that right now. You know, I'm doing 2-on-1 meditation. There's so many different answers. You know, being able to let go of different things through meditation. Okay. You're merging with something. You know, you're going through a lot of different mishaps. You're going through a lot of setbacks maybe at this time, but it is clearing the way for you to be able to merge with something that's coming your way. Still pushing the hearts. What is this? 6. Got one more left. Forgiveness. You know, I was just saying, forgive. You know, letting go, you know, forgive, but never forget about the lessons people taught within you. Romance. Romance is on its way. You know, different changes you've been taking place. You're being selective about where you let your energy come in at. You know, healing your heart through the forgiveness. So you're leaving your heart open to be able to wish those things in. So I hope you are able to resonate with those, you know. I forgot to write down the different people I get a shout out to, but Val Stover, much love to you. Good to hear from you again. It's been a while. So, you know, drop a line. I would love a chance to get to hear from you. If, you know, you've been with me for a while, please drop another line and it'll be much love towards you. Anyway. And, I forgot what else I was going to say. Yeah. Oh, I'll leave all my contact information. Also, I already said that already, but if you're on my community page, you know, I'll leave my podcast as well as different posts and stuff like that as well. You know, it'll be different things that uplift you, you know, inspire you as well as give you laughs. So, and I'll also leave my podcast there as well with different, you know, different subjects that I have from content. Is still Heyoka, but it will be different contents that I make, you know, along with that. It's not the same thing as the videos. So even through social distancing, make sure you're giving out love, light, you know, through, you know, vibrations, frequencies, energies, and stuff like that. You never know. That can really take somebody a long way just because you're doing it for, you know, inspiring, you know, motives or, you know, positive motives, positive vibes, you know. It'll even take you even further. So have a blessed, safe week. Be responsible for every single thing you do. 27/27 when I said that. And much love. Namaste. God bless. Much love. Peace. Shalom, I say.